And hello, YouTube, and welcome back to another episode of The Zone TV Movie Entertainment with me, your host Jonathan, once again bringing you my thoughts and review for today's episode of Marvel's What If Season 2, Episode 9. I gotta admit, this whole season has been very, very good. We got a lot of great episodes here. I'm still debating on which is, my favorite episode from the Happy Hogan Die Hard episode that we got. Darcy was great, obviously. To our new introduction to Keon, I believe her name is. I probably butchered that and I apologize. She's fantastic, and you see her in this episode, badass. I'm talking about straight up badass. Like, she could take out King the Conqueror in 5 seconds if she wanted to. It was great. So let's talk about this episode because there was some cool stuff in here that I really, really liked. So we all know Supreme Strange. He had that whole tragedy in the first season where, he lost Christine, the love of his life, and he kept going back in time and trying to fix it. But every time he went back in time, worse things happened. He kept trying to fix it, and it kind of messed up his entire reality, and then he lost it. Kind of in the same vein of what DC did with The Flash, when Barry kept running back in time to save Batman and the Supergirl, and it kept making the multiverse messed up. Basically, same concept. Unfortunately, it's still stuck with him. We thought, he was at peace, when he was in his little bubble and he couldn't fix anything. He was in a dark dimension. He really couldn't do anything about it. We all thought, he was going to be fine. He's going to have to deal with the grievances of it. The Watcher kind of gave him another chance, and he ended up helping, the team take out Supreme Ultron with the Infinity Gauntlet, and we thought he'd be cool. Fortunately not. He's been planning something very big, so he brings back Peggy Carter into his sanctum sanctorium, and she meets Keon. I keep butchering her name. Keon. I believe it's one of those. I apologize. She meets her. They trying to figure out what's going on. Strange has got like these orbs like on his wall of like variants of other heroes and villains who want to destroy the multiverse. But then we find out it's pretty much a prison. He's capturing all these other variants to, I guess, make like a spell, and he's got this big hole that he wants to put them in and try to bring back his reality. Try to bring back his girl that he wants to be with again. He wants her back. He wants his reality back, and it pretty much draws him to being complete psycho, to the point where Keone and Peggy Carter, they gotta stop him. And when you see upgrades in here, I mean upgrades. Peggy Carter, let me start with Peggy Carter first, because honestly, Peggy Carter was already a badass. I didn't think she could have got better. And then there's a moment in here when she literally gets Killmonger's outfit that had the Infinity Stones on the chest, thanks to Keon. She snaps her fingers, takes it off of him, gives it to Peggy Carter. She's got this armor on with the Infinity Stones, so now she's Infinity Peggy Carter, which is like awesome. And she ends up getting the hammer because some of the people who were captured, they throw their weapons to see if it can help her stop Strange. She gets Thor's hammer, Hela's sword, Hela's crown, and I thought that stuff was great. Keon. Again, I apologize if I'm butchering the name. She ends up getting, her powers are crazy. I really loved her episode, and I wanted to know more. And when Marvel did the whole Secret Invasions, and then we got Emilia Clarke, and we were like all excited to see her be there, and then she kind of got all these powers, became a super Skrull, and a lot of us are like, really? Come on, that's a little cheesy. With her, perfect. I mean, she has a backstory. We understand it. We felt, we felt sympathy for her. She falls in the water. She goes into this other world. She's got these powers now, and she is like complete awesome. I'm talking snapping her fingers, doing things, super speeding around the room like it's nobody's business, and she's just taking shots at everybody. Sorry about the glare. I apologize. She's just taking shots on Strange and holding her own and helping out Peggy Carter to take him out. And it's just the two of them. There is nobody else helping out. The Watcher's, doing his thing, watching, obviously, but he can't interfere because, he can't. And then there's a moment here also that, the orbs that I was telling you about, they release it to make kind of like a prison break where you see a whole bunch of variants fighting each other. You see two Thors duking it out. You see a gunslinging Loki. I thought that was cool. We see Captain Marvel at one point, a Rocket Raccoon with like a robot arm and eye. So I thought that was cool. And we see a whole bunch of other people there as well. We see another Hulk, a whole bunch of things. They're all fighting each other. And then Supreme Strange is still dealing with the fact that, he's grieving, and the anger and the frustration and the darkness in him is coming out even more. And Peggy Carter and the other girl, they're holding their own. They're taking him out, and they eventually beat him. And he ends up dying, but he also ends up saving his reality. He brings back his reality, but the reality is, his girl is alive, but Strange is no longer there. He doesn't exist there. He never was born there. So, was it all worth it? I don't know. I mean, is he really dead? Who knows? I mean, the Watcher couldn't probably bring him back if he wanted to. I mean, I don't know. But they did say that he's dead in that world. He doesn't exist in that universe. So, we do see his girl just sitting in the park at the end. And Peggy Carter goes back home. Oh, not really goes back home. Sorry. Keone goes back home, and Keone goes back home, and Captain Carter joins the Watcher in seeing what's next in the end for the Marvel's What If, which we all know if you've seen the clip on YouTube or on Twitter or X, whatever you call it. There's a clip of What If Season 3. So we're going to be seeing Season 3 here quite soon. Maybe sometime in the summertime, maybe sometime in January after maybe the Echo Show. Who knows? But I'm very excited. This season was great. I enjoyed every single moment of it. Great episodes, a new character to love. I really like her character a lot. I want to see more from her. I want to see her in live action. I want to know more about her character. I think she was fantastic. Peggy Carter was a leader in this show and shows how good she is. Even if she can't be with Steve, she knows the mission comes first. See, this is what I was talking about. I don't know if you know, but for me, I still hate the ending that they gave Steve Rogers at the end. Because I'm like, yeah, I want him to have his happy ending. I do. But it wasn't time yet. It's not time for him to have his happy ending. And we just got it from Peggy Carter right here. She could have went back to a time where he's still alive and be happy with him. But no, she's like, the mission comes first. I got to finish the mission. Steve Rogers knows he had more missions to do. He had a mission. He didn't finish it. And, all the drama's going on now with the MCU. He shouldn't have stayed behind and finished the mission. And then eventually go be with Peggy. But we never going to get that. So that's never going to happen. But I loved Peggy's attitude in here. Her powers were great. She's fantastic. The other girl, love her. I want more from her. If there's a Funko Pop coming from her, definitely going to get it because she's awesome. And I'm excited to see what Season 3 is going to be. It looks like there's going to be an episode of Guardian and Bucky Barnes teaming up. I don't know what that is. That was part of the clip that we saw. That looked cool. The animation in this thing is fantastic. I really like the animation here. And I love the fact that they get some of the actors who play these characters in live action get to come back and do it again. Shout out to Elizabeth Olsen, who came back. We got to see, her come back as a Scarlet Witch. She was also in this episode as Zombie Wanda. We also saw Thanos in here as well. That was cool. Thanos, again, is like 0 and 5. Or I lost count how many times Thanos has lost in this multiverse What If show. But they really don't like Thanos in the What If stuff, man. Seriously, they just keep killing them off in like 5 seconds. It's great. But listen, highly recommend checking the show out. If you've not seen Season 1, watch Season 1 and then watch Season 2. I think all the episodes are there now. I'm not sure if we're going to get another episode tomorrow or if this was the last episode of the season. But if it is, this was great. I enjoyed a lot of it. Supreme Strange may be officially dead. may come back. Who knows? But I enjoyed every moment of it. And I'm excited to see what you guys think about it. So leave a comment below. Let me know what you guys thought about it. Are you guys still waiting to finish this? Wait to go, come complete done and then watch it? If you've seen it already, what you think about it? What's your favorite episode? Mine's is still, I'm still debating between the Die Hard episode, or Happy Hogan Saves Christmas, or the one with the 1600. I really like that episode a lot. So yeah, I'm still debating which one I like the best, but I'm going towards more of the Happy Hogan episode. I think that was a great episode, but we'll see what happens. So leave me a comment below. Let me know. Stay tuned for more. Thank you very much, and have a good day.